Karen let hunters onto my property. They killed my daughter's trained racing ostrich. There's no sound in the world more gutting than a child's scream breaking the stillness of morning. Not a frightened scream, not a startled one, but the kind that comes from the soul cracking wide open. That's what I heard when I stepped outside that August morning, coffee in hand. Boots barely tied. My daughter's voice, ragged and raw, cutting through the fog behind the barn. And when I rounded the corner, what I saw made the mug fall from my hand and shatter. Feathers, blood. And Sasha, my 12-year-old, crumpled beside the limp, spotted body of her racing ostrich. Zelda. We moved to Pine Hollow Ridge 5 years ago to raise Sasha with room to breathe. She was always different, never into dolls, but obsessed with speed, balance, and birds. She discovered ostrich racing on a trip to Arizona. That was it. She studied them, drew them, dreamed of them. So on her 9th birthday, I found her a retired training bird, Zelda. 5 feet tall, smart as a whip, stubborn as a mule, but Sasha connected with her instantly. They trained daily, fencing, treats, obstacle courses. By age 11, Sasha had won 2 junior county novelty races. She wanted nationals next. That bird wasn't just a pet. She was Sasha's best friend, her therapy, her spark. And now she lay in the dirt, bullet in her chest. 3 men stood near the broken fence, rifles slung, confused, defensive. We thought it was a wild emu, one muttered. She came right at us. Another barked, and behind them, arms folded, clipboard in hand, Karen Delaney, HOA president, power-hungry fraud. When we bought our 5-acre lot, we were told Pine Hollow's HOA was dormant. They hadn't had a real vote in years, but Karen, self-appointed anyway, held board meetings of 1, enforced rules no one agreed to, no livestock exceeding 250 lbs, no free-roaming exotic pets, no unsanctioned racing activities. She had warned us before, claimed Zelda was a safety risk, said we'd need to rehome her before she caused an incident. We showed her veterinary permits, state approvals, and fencing inspections. She didn't care, because Karen didn't like what she couldn't control. I walked slowly toward her, every breath shallow with rage. "Did you let them onto my land?" I asked. "They had a community hunting permit," she said, looking straight through me. "I approved access through the west gate. The west gate is my property line." She shrugged. "Your fence wasn't marked. The board extended hunting approval for deer thinning. If you had an unmarked animal roaming—" "She wasn't roaming," I said. "She was training, on a track, inside our fence." Sasha was sobbing, whispering. "She didn't run. She didn't run." I called 911. The deputy arrived in 15 minutes, but it only took him 3 to realize this was more than an accident. Broken lock, bent gate, shot fired inside private land. No signage, false there was a bright red. No hunting sign, ripped off and tossed nearby. And Karen's permit, a paper she printed herself. "Let's go inside." "Marcus," Deputy Lawson said gently. But I didn't move. I stood in that pasture, beside my shaking daughter, hand on her shoulder. I watched the hunters get questioned, watched Karen still flipping through her clipboard like it meant something, and I made myself a promise. If the law didn't crush her, I would. The vet confirmed Zelda died instantly. The bullet hit her left lung. She likely turned when she heard the men's voices. She was smart like that, used to Sasha's commands. She probably thought it was a new drill. I buried her beneath the cedar tree Sasha used to read under. She placed a saddle there, hung up Zelda's harness, left a note that said, "I'll race alone now, but I'll always run with you." The story went viral 2 days later. A neighbor had filmed part of the confrontation. Another posted the security footage from their deer cam showing the hunters trespassing. I posted a side-by-side image of Sasha in full gear, racing beside Zelda, next to the aftermath. The caption, "Karen let armed strangers into our property. They killed my child's best friend." Over 10 million views. And then the media came. We discovered Karen had issued 12 access approvals for community hunting purposes in the past year. None of them sanctioned by the county. She charged $150 access fees, split between a fake HOA account and personal Venmo. She told the hunters our land was undeveloped, HOA Greenbelt. She knew damn well it wasn't. The district attorney charged her with reckless endangerment, criminal trespass facilitation, fraudulent HOA enforcement, destruction of private property, and falsifying land access permissions. The hunters weren't spared either: unauthorized discharge, property damage, and unlawful entry. But that wasn't enough. Sasha didn't sleep for weeks, woke up crying, wouldn't go near the track. So I organized a public hearing. We filled the community center, 100 people, neighbors, reporters, even the mayor. I brought Sasha with me. She stood beside me, quiet, brave. I showed them Zelda's racing videos, the ribbons, the permits. Then I showed Karen's forged approvals, her Venmo logs, her compliance letters. Sasha whispered, "She stole more than an animal. She stole my best friend." The room went silent, then stood. Applause, not for me, for her. Karen's trial was swift. She pled guilty, lost her house, her position, her illusion of leadership. She tried to apologize in court, said it was a miscommunication. The judge wasn't having it. She sentenced Karen to 2 years probation, 400 hours of community service, and $30,000 in restitution to the Bell family and Pine Hollow residents. We used the money to start the Zelda Fund. It covers emotional support animal therapy for rural kids. Sasha helped design the logo and Ostrich in flight, feet blurred like wheels. And on the old racing track, we installed a plaque in loving memory of Zelda, trained by love, taken by arrogance, but always running free. Pine Hollow banned HOAs permanently. A real community board formed, elected by vote, no titles, no clipboards, just real neighbors helping each other. We built stronger gates, posted signs in 3 languages, and every year, on Zelda's birthday, we host a run for Zelda. Kids dress up, chase dreams, eat cotton candy, and Sasha. She leads the first lap, not on an ostrich, but with light in her eyes again. Because justice isn't just punishment. It's rebuilding what arrogance tried to erase. And no matter how fast Karen thought she could outrun responsibility, she didn't count on a little girl's courage being faster. The end.